Hello, my name is Ville Vanhala. I'm the co-founder of Brella, the leading event engagement platform for virtual, hybrid, and in-person events. I'm very proud that over the past 5 years, we've been working with thousands of events in 60 different markets with the world's leading event organizers and largest corporations in the world. In the following minutes, I will show you how the Brella platform works and how it will help you to run a successful virtual event. Sign up is simple. Your users can use their social accounts or create a new Brella account. And this is the most important part of the demo. The main reason why people attend events is to create meaningful connections. And in order to create those meaningful connections, it all starts from intent-based matchmaking. We need to understand what are the goals and needs for your attendees and sponsors and why they are attending your event. Together with you, we can fully customize these matchmaking categories based on your event themes and topics and based on your sponsors, solutions and products. And when the user lands on the matchmaking page, they can define their interests, goals, whether it's just networking, maybe buying, selling, getting a job, offering a job, or investment. With the help of this data, Brella platform will make the best possible recommendations for your attendees and the sponsors. Then the user gives a short introduction of themselves to make themselves a bit more approachable and define which countries they operate in. And based on the matchmaking selections, the Brella platform and artificial intelligence provides the best possible recommendations for the attendees to meet at your event. You can create the feel of community. Your attendees can see all the people who are attending your event, but in order that who are the most relevant ones for them to meet based on their interests. In addition to the matchmaking, the user can use the filtering tool. Imagine your event might have hundreds or even thousands of attendees. So the filtering tool will help them to find people with even more specific needs and goals. Especially your sponsors will love this functionality for their lead generation purposes. On top of the matchmaking, there are other quick filters, such as you can find the newest attendees on the platform, your bookmarks, or even adjust your own profile to find refreshed recommendations on your matches page. Suggesting a meeting is very simple. Click Suggest Meeting, you will see the full profile of the user and where do you match. So what do you have in common? And then on the right hand side, you can see a common availability. You choose a meeting slot, personalize your meeting request and send it out. What happens next? The meeting receiver receives a notification via email, desktop and mobile. What they can do is to accept, reschedule or decline the request. But when they accept, they will be placed in a chat room where they can start a conversation, but they're also giving a time when this meeting will take place. Running the one-to-one meeting in Brella is easy. Imagine that the meeting time arrives, these two people can jump on a virtual call within the platform. So here I have the meeting with Jyrki. Let's jump on a call, the time is right. So Brella platform will open the one-on-one meeting room and there we go. This experience will already exceed your attendees and sponsors' expectations. You can also add your full event schedule in Brella, which you can see on the left-hand side. In the schedule, you can add all your content, and when we click the content, we can see the speakers, we can see the description of the session, and on the right-hand side, there's a chat stream for people to have a conversation. The user can also see all the meetings they have and what time they have their meetings. The Brella schedule will follow your event time zone and also your user's time zone, which is important because your attendees might be participating all around the world. People can also bookmark the sessions they want to attend and use the calendar sync to add the meetings and the bookmarked sessions to their Outlook or Gmail calendar. You can also set tags and tracks to each session, so it will make it easy for people to find the most relevant sessions for them. You can also embed video on demand or live content in the schedule so people can easily see what's going on at your event at a certain time. The whole experience of the schedule is really easy to use and it has all the information what your attendees need in order to follow what's happening at your event. Then onto your main stage. As content is a very important part of every event, you can live stream your session straight in Brella and create amazing experience for your attendees. You can also add an interactive chat on the side that people can engage in conversation, as well as Q&As and polls for viewer engagement. In Brella, you can be really creative in regards of content. You have a lot of opportunities to display your content. It can be on demand, live stream, panel discussions, and more. In the Speakers tab, you can provide more thought leadership for your speakers. People can find in which sessions they're speaking at, speaker bios, and more. In Brella, we also have a lot of opportunities for your sponsors, so that it's easy for you to monetize your events. Let's take a look at the virtual booths. Here, we can categorize each sponsor based on the sponsorship package. We can see the sponsor booths, and let's take a look at it a little bit closer. On the booth, we can see more information about the sponsor, who they are, what are their social sites, and also what are the company details. The great thing about the content carousel is that you can embed videos, images, websites, whatever the sponsor wants, and the Brella platform tracks every interaction, meaning that whenever a buyer enters to the booth, the sponsor will be able to collect a lead from that interaction. You can also find the sponsor representatives on the booth, so it's very easy for your attendees to schedule one-to-one meetings with them. And on the right-hand side, there is an interactive chat, so they can engage in conversation with the sponsor before, during, and even after the event. Overall, from the sponsor point of view, Brella might be the most amazing platform for them. So at the end of the day, the sponsor can gain more leads than they were able to get from the live event experience. Then you have the More tab, and the More tab is like a resource center for your event. You can embed surveys, maybe market your upcoming events, or maybe drive more interest towards your social media sites. This page is fully customizable based on your needs. You can give more visibility for your sponsors with sponsored ads. They're placed in the matches list, which will drive more traction to your sponsors' booths. Here was the introduction of the Brella virtual platform. It's good to remember that it also works in iOS and Android apps. Moving forward, we're going to discuss the admin panel, where you can see all the analytics and data of your event, such as how many people are using the platform, what is the engagement rate per attendee, how many meetings have been scheduled, who is meeting with whom, and so much more. The core benefits of the Brella platform is that you are able to understand what is the main purpose why your attendees and sponsors attend your event. In the networking data, you can see what topics are interesting for the people, and you can use this data to create better content for your upcoming events. In buying signals, you can see what people are actually looking for at your event, and based on this data, you can attract the right kind of sponsors to your event. On top of that, you also have the information of the recruitment signals and investment signals, if these are important topics for your attendees and sponsors. So all this data is exportable, so you will have a full transparency on why people are attending your event and improve your events in the future. In the People tab, you are able to see all the users who are using the platform. And the most interesting part is that you can see how many meetings they have scheduled and who are they meeting with. In the Sponsors section, you are able to see tons of data how well your sponsors are performing at your event. For example, you are able to see who are the representatives from the sponsoring organization, what are the one-to-one meetings they have and with whom, and on top of that, you can see that who has visited their booth and what kind of interactions they have done on the booth. And all this data is exportable, so you can prove the value and the ROI from your event to your key sponsors. Also, imagine when you have a feedback conversation with your sponsor, you can show them that these are the one-to-one meetings you had, these are the leads we were able to generate via booth traffic, and these are the people who have seen your presentation. So the amount of leads your sponsors are able to get from your event is massive. On top of that, we have the sponsor ad feature, and we can provide you analytics how successful these ads were, how many times the ad was viewed and how many times the ad was clicked. The great thing about virtual is that everything is trackable. Your live streams, your on-demand content, and the booth traffic, and all the information can be found in your admin panel. Lastly, it's very important to be able to communicate with your attendees, and for that purpose we have a robust announcements tool where you're able to send immediate or pre-scheduled notifications directly into your visitors' screens. And now you have seen the platform, and it's time to move forward. Whenever you sign the agreement with us, we will make sure that you will be successful. How? We have a dedicated customer success manager who will help you to build the platform, help you with communications towards your attendees, and help you to design the best possible matchmaking categories for your event. The process is really simple. First of all, we will have a kickoff call with you and your team. Next steps is to define the timeline whenever we are going live with the platform, and how do we communicate and how do we create momentum among your attendees and sponsors. Don't worry, we won't leave you alone. We will be working together in order to deliver the most amazing and engaging event experience. We've done this thousands of times. We've delivered the most amazing virtual event experiences, and we will make sure that your attendees and your sponsors will leave your virtual event with the highest satisfaction that you can imagine. Thank you, I appreciate your time watching this video. We are really looking forward to working with you.